Hi, I'm Patty Guggenheim. Welcome to the Sarah O'Connell Show. Woo!
Welcome to the Sarah O'Connell Show.
So just go ahead and subscribe to the Sarah O'Connell Show. There are no Y's in it, but you can put one in there if you want. Also, Wongers, we got shows to watch, like the Sarah O'Connell Show.
Patty Guggenheim, welcome to the Sarah O'Connell Show. How are you today?
Oh, so good. It's so nice to talk to you. I'm
So-
good. How are you?
I'm so good, thank you. I'm really excited to talk to you too. Of course, you are an actress, a writer, a comedian. But before we get into all that, can you tell me what you aspire to be growing up in Indianapolis?
Yes, I did always want to be an actor, which I didn't remember, but my mom found like a book that I wrote in kindergarten that was like, I want to be on stage with my best friend. So that's what I wanted to do.
Well, that's a very good aspiration to have.
Yeah. But yeah. And then I didn't really, I wanted to be an actor always. I loved it. And then I got into broadcast news because that was the closest thing in Indiana to being on TV for me.
And then you moved to LA and you studied improv with the Groundlings. Is that something you still do? Do you still enjoy doing improv?
Yes, I love it so much. It's I think it's just the best way to write and find characters, and just if you can like try to just unlock that part of your brain and be like a kid, it's my favorite.
I got to know you recently, of course, through She-Hulk. Can you tell me how you got the role of Madisynn King with two N's, one Y? What was the audition process like? How did you first hear about it?
I first heard about it through Kat Quero, the director, who directed 6 of the episodes. And I had known her through working on a pilot presentation and then a show called Florida Girls that I was on. And so I got to know her through that. And then when she was working on this, I think when this role came up, she thought of me and then talked to the casting director, Sarah Finn, who's an amazing casting director. And so they brought me in, and then I auditioned on Zoom, kind of like this, but just, got to play around for a bit, and it was really fun.
Is it true that your cat joined you in that interview?
Yes, it is. Yeah, he jumped up on the desk where I was standing, and so I just kind of like incorporated him into the scene. And at the time I didn't know it would be with Wong, because it leaves some mystery, because they don't send that kind of information out. So I didn't know whose house I was in, but I just thought it was cool they had a cat. I think Wong should have a cat.
I think he possibly does have one now, but it's your one.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how the character was described to you? She's so much fun. And what do you love about playing her?
I think just that she likes to have fun, and she really can be in the moment and enjoy her company and enjoy, her surroundings pretty much anywhere. So I think I like playing somebody like that because there's a lot of freedom and just joy. I love playing characters that just experience so much joy.
Absolutely. And so were you a fan of Marvel already, or did you have to kind of catch up? Because I imagine at this point it must be quite difficult because there's about 1 trillion movies, 800,000 TV shows.
Yeah, there's still a lot of catch up to be done. And I'm really enjoying learning about the world. And, it's fun to meet people who know everything. And then I'm like, who's Thanos? And they're like, oh no. I know who Thanos is now, but like
he's a great guy. He collects jewelry.
He's a jeweler, a collector of jewels. Oh, that's the best description ever. uh, yeah, I'm learning a lot, but I was a huge fan of the Avenger movies and Thor Ragnarok. When that came out, I was like, whoa. I just loved how it could be funny and also so exciting. And then of course, like Tony Stark, the classic. But I'm loving learning like all of the interweavings of the relationships and the, you know,
Yeah, it's so clever how everything interweaves. Now,
yeah.
Marvel are notoriously secret. Did they give you an entire script in advance? Did they give you just your scenes? Did they self-destruct after 5 seconds?
They did.
Did they really?
It was like, yeah, no, I got like the sides for the audition, and it was kind of like a pair, like it wasn't like a prop, like what I was used to. And they left a lot of like they made up names for the things. I was like, is this Aladdin? I couldn't tell where I was or who, what. But so that was all mysterious. And then the script, when I went to go shoot, I don't think I even got the full, but maybe I did, but it did disappear. So I was like writing my lines down to make sure I had those.
Really important.
Yeah, I needed that.
Now, of course, your character debuts in episode 4. Can you tell me a bit about the production? When did you film it? How long did it take? And also, of course, you have a background in improv. Was there any room for improvisation during the scenes you're in?
Yeah, these are great questions.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I threw away all the terrible ones.
Let's see, we went to Atlanta to shoot, and I was there in like May and June, and I was there for like a month ish. And it was really fun because I got to do some like, put a harness on and like go fly up and stuff for that part where I fall into the camouflage. So it was so fun to just kind of play, because I'm sure you've seen some of the background stuff, but they really just have space for you to like fly or run, whatever wild kind of stuff going on. And then, so that was in 2021. So like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And then, so we have to like be quiet for so long, and you're like, oh, okay. Then we, did all the scene, like we got to rehearse a little bit, which was cool because that doesn't always happen. And it was a big kind of, that courtroom scene is kind of a lot of moving parts. And because She-Hulk is on platforms and stuff, we had to kind of rehearse how the blocking was going to be and all that. So that was nice to get to do that. And then I did get to improvise, which was, I was not expecting, because it's like Marvel, you don't know, you just don't know. But the script is so funny, like it's all just there.
Yeah.
And then I did get to improvise with Wong, that last end of credits scene. And then like throughout the scene a little bit, they would kind of let me kind of just fly around and do whatever.
It's so much fun and so rewatchable as well. It's so entertaining, particularly that episode. I love it. And so it was a blessing for me to go back and just have an excuse to keep rewatching it.
Good. Yeah, I know. I think the show is so just fun. I really love it. Yeah.
Have you watched the rest of it? What do you think of it so far? Because obviously you saw the scenes you were in, but not necessarily the context of everything else happening around it.
I like the second it comes out, I love watching it because we had only seen like the first 4 episodes. So now it's like all new characters, all new, you like seeing how everybody kind of comes into the world. I love it. I think it's so fun.
It really is. And your scenes with Benedict Wong are some of the best in the entire series so far. Can you tell me what it's like to work with your bestie Wongers?
A dream come true. He's a total dream. he's very, very present and like extremely lovable, as everyone knows. There's just a quality about him that is really magnetic, and you just want to be around him. And I kind of was thinking about it, and he's just so fun to play off of, because I was kind of describing it as like he's like very stoic, and then to have anyone who comes in to try to be like, how am I getting there? It was just really super, super fun.
Yeah, because you are the perfect character to play off of each other, because you're complete opposites, but it just works so well. Like, I'd love to watch the show with just the two of you going around, time traveling, going to different parts of the universe. It'd be so funny.
Me too. He's just so fun. It's so fun to watch him get mad too. Cause like, just like, he gets, steamed.
He had a good reason. You spoiled Sopranos.
Yeah, I know. That's such a douche move.
It's outrageous. I was just relieved that I'd seen it myself, so I knew what was going to happen.
Okay, that's good. That's
I know,
good.
huge relief. So you weren't just in one scene, you went to a magic show at the beginning, you were in the courtroom scene, you got to visit Wong as well. Have you got a favorite moment from that production?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I like that last improvised part because it's so intimate with them. Just a slice of life for these two. I really loved that. But I think there were really fun parts about each one. Like, getting to do a scene with like a martini glass that's just like spilling everywhere. I don't know. There's just a lot of fun, like little things going on that I really liked.
Now, in that courtroom scene, of course, Jennifer Walters had turned into She-Hulk, as she does every time she's in court.
Yes.
And so you're there on set with She-Hulk. Can you tell me how that worked? Was Tatiana on the set? Was there a stunt double? Was she off screen doing the voice performance? How does that work?
It was all of the above. The scene, we did most of it with her. She was there in her, is it called mocap?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Yeah, the mocap, and like a camera right here that like gets her expressions and stuff, which
amazing.
is, I was like, what? I was trying not to geek out the whole time because she just had dots and a camera, and then she's in this suit, and then she was on kind of like a booster seat, and so she's tall, and then there are platforms all over. So she's walking on the platforms, and then, I had to like stumble in between them. And then, so we did it many, many times like that. And then they brought in her double, who's awesome. And she did it, and she was in all green and the suit and everything. So we got to do it many times. And then you do it with like a silver ball that they like, you're just acting like with all this kind of stuff, like a literal, I don't know any of the technical terms, but it's like a silver ball that they like carry around. That's like the height. And then
so
they had like
a line of sight thing for you.
Yeah. And then I think they use that specific thing for the CGI, like 360, I'm not sure how or what.
Right.
But then they also had like a She-Hulk head on a stick, which was like creepy and awesome. And so they used that at some points too. So you're like getting on, it was so wild. I was like, what's happening?
See, I've not seen the scene yet where She-Hulk is just a head on a stick. I think that's going to be quite traumatic. I imagine they're going to save that for the end.
Yeah.
You went through quite a few magical portals. Can you tell me how they work? Do they give you like a ring to step through? Is it on fire?
Yeah, they had a ring. It looks like a fire ring. And that's what, yeah.
So there actually is one. Amazing.
Yeah, I don't think that I was stepping through actual fire though. I think it was just lights. I know it was because I didn't burn my buns.
Well, maybe you just found out you're fireproof.
Oh yeah, maybe that's a superpower that I didn't know I have.
It's very important to have that. Jameela Jamil is a big fan of yours, big fan of your character. Do you love to work with her in the future with Titania? I think
Yeah,
that'd be
I would
amazing,
love
right?
that. Yeah, that would be really amazing. I think she's really fun, really funny on the show, and she's really cool. I really, really like her. I think it'd be cool. I mean, I really loved working with every person on this show.
Oh yeah.
Truly, truly a great cast. But she's awesome. I think she's so fun and funny and cool and has great ideas and very passionate and
Different to any villain that's been on the show so far.
yeah, exactly. I kind of like the idea of like a girly villain. It's fun.
Yeah, there haven't been too many of those.
No.
One thing I love is that Madisynn has already got a massive cult following. I've seen cosplay, I've seen artwork. What has the fan reaction been like?
Very overwhelming in a great way. I was very surprised to see how much people like reacted to her, and like I loved it. I think it's so cool. It's really making me laugh. Everything is like funny. People send me things that they've seen, and the cosplay is like, I'm like, yes. What I really would love to see is like a baby dressed up as Madisynn, because they already look drunk.
It's true, they say their words.
Yeah, I think they would be
always
really
carrying a bottle around.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of like stumbling through. But I just think it's so fun. I think it's super fun. Who doesn't like to play dress up?
Exactly. Are there any other characters in the MCU you'd love to have a scene with?
I'm a very into Loki.
Are you? I love Loki.
I just think that show is so great. And him, I think he's fantastic. Like, honestly, I would love to know what every single character's favorite drink was and meet them all.
So speaking of which, of course, Madisynn loves to party, and Wong offers you some vodka and yak milk. Can you tell me what your real life favorite drink is?
I love a Jack and Coke. Pretty basic Midwest chick. Jack and Coke. I can really get those. Those are special to me. And then I love, my dad made a drink called a Yellow Bird,
What's in there?
which is, oh, it's so good. It's like creme de banana, which is like a banana liqueur, rum, and then pineapple juice and pineapple juice and orange juice. And there's like, it's like 2 parts, 1 part, 2 parts, 1 part, and you mix it all up and have it over ice. And it's a delicious, like fruity cocktail.
See, that does sound very good. I'm going to have to go and do that after this.
Yeah, do it. Yes, please let me know what you think.
I will.
Yeah.
Like not straight away, like the next day after I've drunk it and sobered up again, then I'll let you know.
Okay, let me know.
No drunk reviews.
Yeah.
Can you tell me instantly? So, of course, Madisynn is with Wong at his house for a while, but then goes back to court. But then in the end scene, you seem to be back again. Does that suggest that you're now living with Wong? Of course, you couldn't remember where you lived, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't think she can get home. I think she's pretty comfortable there, but I don't know.
See, I was thinking I'd love to see an episode of, you know, where you go through the first portal and there's like demons and stuff. I'd love to know what happened there, just like a spin-off episode, like a one-off thing. I think that'd be so funny, just you engaging with all these monsters and stuff.
I know. It would be really fun to see.
There's so much potential.
Yeah. Whose heart is that?
I know.
Don't we all want to know?
Just put it on eBay.
Yeah.
Do you get to keep any costumes or souvenirs or props from the show, or any other indeed?
I do have her little tiny purse. It's this big. You can't put a thing in it. Maybe some lip gloss, maybe. Paper clips. I don't know what goes in there, but I have that. Just because I I think I got the costume for a picture or something, and I did accidentally leave that part with me. So I have that. What else? It's kind of like you kind of can't take anything with you. You can't take anything with you.
Especially not in that bag.
No.
That's probably why you have that bag in particular. They're like, nothing can go in this.
I know, that's all they trusted me with.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Apart from the one we found out that you can't be set on
I
fire.
can't, right. Ooh, this is a really good question. I think flying is a given. I guess portals kind of do that though. You know, you can kind of just like appear anywhere. Time travel and flying.
I think they're both good choices.
I think those are like those are probably the most logical, like those make the most sense to me, that I like really would want that. And then I would love to just be able to have like sparkles that I can like do things with, like pixie dust. I don't know what it would do yet, but I'm gonna think on that. But just like some sparkles.
So like, it has no power, but it's just decorative.
maybe there's no power at all. It's just sparkles. I think, yeah, she just likes to make things sparkly.
And then all the other superheroes are mocking that power until the baddie turns out the lights, and then, oh, now you need the illumination. You're welcome.
Right.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some magic that comes from it.
I think so. And then afterwards, everybody's just peppered in glitter.
Yeah. Sounds great.
There's so many great ideas from this.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to She-Hulk, you've of course starred in a ton of other shows as well. You've been in Superstore, Florida Girls, as you mentioned, Two Broke Girls, Modern Family, Mr. Mayor, Reno 911, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Have you got any particular favorites from that collection?
Well, Florida Girls was so close to my heart. It was so fun, so fun. It's just for women who live in a mobile home in Florida and cannot get their lives going in any way, shape, or form. And it is so real and so fun and so Florida, and just we were headed to shoot our second season, and then the pandemic swallowed it whole. But that's been truly like one of my favorite things, because when you go out of town to shoot too, you can kind of just immerse yourself in the project, and I just love that. And then Curb was really magical and special because it's Curb and it's just comedy, like, what is it, beacon, like you're just like, yes. And that was a weird this is kind of an interesting story. I did a 23andMe like during the pandemic, and I got an update early in the pandemic that this actor Richard Kind, do you know who he is?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, fantastic actor. He is a fourth cousin, and it came up on my IMDb. I was like, or my 23andMe, and I was like, that is so funny. I told my manager, I was like, I got to find him and tell him. He's like, oh yeah, of course. And then a year later, I go to shoot Curb, and he's in my episode, and he plays cousin Andy on the show. And so I got to like meet him, and we figured out how we're cousins. And then it was just really funny because we were all around this table with everybody, and he was like, do you want to make the announcement to me? And I was like, sure, we're cousins. And everyone was like, what? And it was just really funny. But that show is just so fun, and Patton Oswalt was really fun to work with, and it was great.
And so you've also done a lot of voiceover work as well in things like Happy Time Murders, Super Mansion, something like I did not know existed, but Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Yeah. Oh, it was a great show. It's really funny. Some Groundlings alumni wrote it, and it's Mike Tyson and Jim Rash and Rachel Ramras. And it's just it's a really weird, funny, it'll like make you laugh out loud.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Is it kind of like Scooby-Doo, but more boxing? What is it?
Yes. It's Scooby-Doo, but it's like the gang of people. It's Mike Tyson, his daughter, and a pigeon and a ghost. And so they all solve these murders.
Yes, I was hoping there'd be a pigeon.
Yeah, it's and that, oh gosh, that was Norm Macdonald, the pigeon, I believe. So I don't know. Yeah,
it's a pretty good pigeon.
Yeah, the best. It's really funny though. Yeah.
Now, here's a question I ask every guest on the Sarah O'Connell show. Can you tell me a fun fact about you, something we may not know, a hobby, a party trick, something like that?
Ooh, yeah. Party trick is I know how to lasso.
You really?
Like, yeah. I know how to lasso and wrangle horses and cattle and ride like rodeo.
Oh, wow.
Like poles and barrels and stuff.
That's
Western
amazing.
stuff. So that would be my party trick, is like pulling out a lasso.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
I've not had a guest say that so far, so that's really good.
Oh, good. Oh, cool.
First lasso. I have to try and lasso Ted Lasso.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I should try to lasso Ted Lasso.
You should.
Yeah. What's your party trick?
And I can wiggle my ears. I don't know. Do you want to see that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I have two of them. I don't even know how to show you. Hang
on. Whoa. So they like fully move.
And I can do one at a time or both at once.
Really? Oh my God.
I have like headphones on at the moment, so they're not moving as much. Normally they move about 3 miles at a time.
How do you even discover something like that?
So when I was a kid, one of my uncles said randomly that he could do it. And I asked him to explain how, but it didn't make sense to me what he said. And I was kind of had this in my head for 3 or 4 years afterwards. I was determined to work out how to wiggle my ears, because I figured if someone else can do it, I can do it. And then one day randomly I managed to get one moving, but I couldn't work out whether like the thing to make the other ear was. So that took me a while. Then I could do both together, and then I sort of got better at it and can do them independently.
Amazing. So like just some determination and focus. Yeah.
It's kind of a low-key skill though, like it doesn't translate well on stage. But everyone has to be really close to me to experience it.
Yeah.
And it's only entertaining for about 4 seconds. Well, so, thanks for coming to my show. That's been 4 seconds. You've had the ear wiggle. That's pretty much it. I'm going to try it on fire. I can only do
check. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Probably not going to set out Madison Square Garden with that, but maybe I will. I've not tried.
You and me should get Madison Square Garden with 2 N's and 1 Y.
Oh my God. You should literally open a rival garden that is called that.
Madison.
Just next to it.
Square Garden. It's just a square and it's just me in it.
Yeah. And an actual garden.
Yeah.
I'd visit that. It sounds amazing.
Yes,
I could be like the warm-up act with the ear wiggling, and then which I think that make more sense.
We make cocktails, we have ear wiggles, a lasso, and honestly, that sounds like a great party.
I'm going to start making the posters for this. I'm pretty hyped about it.
Good.
I reckon I can get several people to go there. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, I think we could get several.
Yeah, several. Just charge $1 million per ticket. I think this is a good thing for us. Imagine if that worked.
I think anything's possible. If you can teach yourself how to wiggle your ears, we can make this happen.
That's the complicated part of that equation. Now that we've got
that done. Yeah.
I've been sitting on that skill for about 30 years, and now I'm ready to go world tour with it.
Yes.
Can you tell me what you're working on next? I see you're credited with a lot of projects that are in production, one of which is called The Donor Party, which stars Jerry O'Connell, who may or may not be my actual cousin. I call him Cousin Jerry.
Just wanted to say hey to my cousin, mi prima, Sarah Marie O'Connell. I'm Jerry O'Connell. I don't know if we're actually cousins, but we do have the same last name.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
O'Connell. Yeah, cousin Jerry. Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh. I'm so excited about that movie. I haven't seen it yet. It's called The Donor Party. Yeah, Jerry's in it. We have some very fun scenes. It's a whole cast of amazing comedians. Malin Ackerman and Rob Corddry, Aaron Hayes, a ton of people. And then, so that comes out, I don't know when that will be out. And then another movie called Don't Tell Larry, which is like a thriller comedy, which was my first time doing anything like that. And it was my first time starring in a movie. And so that'll come out. I don't know when either, but that's really fun. And Dot Marie Jones is in that, and Ed Begley Jr., amazing. And my boyfriend, Kyle Kennedy.
Alrighty.
And we play opposite each other, like enemies. Super fun. So that will come out. And then I'm working on Spiderwick Chronicles.
Really? Oh, wow. Amazing.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that.
It's fine. We won't tell anybody.
No, this is just for me and you, right?
Yeah, I'm not even recording it.
Oh, great.
I'll remember it.
Okay, great. Keep it in your memory file. But that's a fun project. And then I'm auditioning and writing and doing all that stuff.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
And if Marvel phoned up and said they want Madisynn to return at any point in the future, would you love to do that?
Yes.
You would.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't think of any project that wouldn't be improved with the U in it. Genuinely.
Oh, that makes me want to cry.
But it's true. Sorry that made you so sad, but it's true.
No, in a good, happy
No,
tear.
I'm joking.
Oh, I cried my eyes out on Sarah O'Connell's show.
It's quite an emotional experience. Everyone comes on here, they tell me they're going to be in the Spiderwick Chronicles, and then, yeah, they just start crying.
And that stays between us. Are you in England right now?
I'm in England right now. I am.
How is it?
It's okay. It's kind of, it's nighttime. It's like 9:36 at night or something. And I'm seriously a night owl though. Like, this is daytime for me. This is why I mostly speak to people in America. And like, I chose the time and I chose nighttime on purpose just because I prefer it. I'm really excited. I've just today, so my birthday's on December 23rd. I've just booked a trip to New York for Christmas.
Fun.
And I'm very excited.
That's the best time to be there.
I was thinking, what did I want to do? Did I want to get a show? And then I thought, New York. And then I kind of thought I was half joking for about 4 seconds. And I thought, no, I could actually go to New York. And then I've literally just booked it.
That is so exciting. That is going to be so fun.
I know, and I've booked flights.
Go.
You should come and join.
We got to do our show.
We could literally do the show. This is going to be spectacular.
It is. That's so fun.
I know.
Do you like the movie Elf?
I love the movie Elf. I have it. I actually bought a steelbook version of it from America, which I don't even know if the disc works, but I love Elf.
Yeah. Elf, I could watch all year round, but I just get so excited when it's like fall or like, winter, and I can watch that.
I spoke to Will Ferrell in London at the premiere of Daddy's Home 2.
Oh, cool.
Hi, this is Will Ferrell, and welcome to the Sarah O'Connell Show.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's great. Well, that guy's pretty funny.
Yeah. My final question is, have you got any messages for people watching the Sarah O'Connell Show and your fans around the world?
Yeah. magic is real. Words are magic. So speak so kindly to yourself and to others. And have fun. Life is for having fun.
Completely agree. Patty Guggenheim, thank you so much for coming on my show today. It's been a lot of fun chatting to you.
It was so much fun. I had the best time. Thank you for the giggles.
You're very welcome. And thank you to everybody watching at home. Be sure to share, subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and leave lots of lovely comments. I'll see you all again soon for another episode of the Sarah O'Connell Show. Bye.
Yay. Bye. So just go ahead and subscribe to the Sarah O'Connell Show. There are no Y's in it, but you can put one in there if you want. Also, Wongers, we got shows to watch, like the Sarah O'Connell Show. It was so much fun.
Thank you for your time.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.